So let's get started with our yoga, and I am so looking forward to this. So sitting in our chairs, we're sitting either at the front of the seat or the center of the seat or kind of towards the front. If you've got back issues or if you've got some stuff going on where you need the support of the back of the chair, feel free to use that. Otherwise, we're going to try and engage the core this whole time during our warm-up time into the regular part. So sitting up nice and tall, lengthening up through our spine, crown of our head lifting towards the ceiling. Let's begin by rolling those shoulders out. So rolling that back and rolling that. Good. And then go ahead and roll that forward. Very nice. And you can make those shoulder rolls as big as feels comfortable for you. And then let's roll that back again. And roll that forward again. Good, and sit ourselves up even taller, a little bit taller, lengthening up through our spine. Let's go ahead and drop our chin down towards our chest. So keeping our spine nice and long, that chin to that chest, and maybe you can get a good stretch in the back of that neck, base of the skull. Lift that head center and then take our eyes to sky. And the water levels were pretty good. It was kind of low, but not as low as like a drought year. Drop our chin back to chest. So it was nice because even though it was hot, water levels were still pretty high, so we could like just get in water whenever we needed to. And take eyes to sky. And drop our chin to chest. And take our eyes to sky. We ran into some people that they did the Appalachian Trail last year, and that's like 2,000 miles over on the East Coast. And they were like, is it always this hot out here? I said, no, not really. This year we've just had like a heat wave. Eyes to sky again. And drop that chin to chest. But that would be me like asking them, is it always this wet out there? Because it rains all the time over on the Appalachian Trail. Drop that chin to chest. And eyes to sky again. Good, bring that head back to center. Let's look over to the right. Think about that chin going over towards that shoulder, but not bringing the shoulder to the chin. Keeping that chest lifted, keeping those shoulders back, down and back. And then let's look to the other side. So looking to the left, same thing. Keep that shoulder away, chest open, spine lifted, looking over to the left. Good, let's look to the right again, to the right. And to the left. And head back to center and drop that right ear towards right shoulder. And we didn't see barely any wildlife. We saw a few deer and like 2 little fawns that still had their spots. Oh, and we saw like 2 bucks. And bring this back to center and then drop other side. But didn't see any bears. And something I noticed I've never seen out there, I've never seen ducks out on the trail. And this year there were ducks out on the trail. I saw ducks in the lakes. It was interesting. So I was like, huh. I wonder if it's going to be a late fall. Good, bring this back to center. Drop our chin to chest and let's do some half neck circles here. So take that right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, and left ear to left shoulder. And I was like, wow, yeah, I've never really seen ducks out there. I saw them a few times. Taking that from side. And lots of pica or pica, however you want to say it. They're the little like mice gerbil mixture. They're endangered. And the last years, you only see like 1 or 2. I saw a ton this year. So there must not be a lot of coyotes or other things out there that are eating them. Just taking that from side to side. So we saw a ton of those. And they're not destructive. They're very shy. So it wasn't a problem having them around. Good. Good, drop that chin back to chest. Lift the head to center, roll our shoulders back. And roll that forward. But they didn't look endangered to me this year. There were a ton of them. Good, shake those arms out. Let's do some sun breath here. So let's inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep it up. This time as we exhale, let's either clasp our hands behind us or reach for the back of your chair or the seat of your chair. So whatever your mobility or flexibility of your shoulders and chest is gonna let you do, then go ahead and do that. As always, if you need to use props for this, if you need to use a band or a strap or a towel or a washcloth to hold onto to be able to get your arms behind you, then use those things. That's what those props are for. So we've got that chest open. Let's go ahead and look to the right and look to the left. Head back to center, drop our chin to chest and eyes to sky. And head back to neutral. Let's go ahead and shake those arms out. Good, inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. And as we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us again, or reach for the back of your chair or the seat of your chair, or use your prop to open up that chest. Let's look to the left. So looking to the left, head to neutral, looking to the right. Head back to center, back to neutral, drop our chin to chest, and eyes to sky. And head back to center. Good, shake that out. Very nice. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. Let's clasp our hands at the top, press our palms towards the ceiling. So now we've got those hands clasped upwards. Let's lengthen up through our torso, lengthen through that spine, and do some deep breathing here with some side breath to engage our nervous system. Inhale deeply here. And big sigh out. Good, 2 more times like that. Inhale it deeply here. And big exhale out. And 1 more time, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, bring those arms out in front of us. Take those hands into stop hands and let's rotate wrists. Good. Rotate the other way. Nice. Let's go ahead and open this up, not very wide, but just so you see it out of your arms out of your peripheral vision. Take our palms up, make some fists, roll our knuckles in, exaggerated bicep curl. Maybe those thumbs can get towards those shoulders, and let's do a seated cat and cow here. So let's go ahead and open this up, arching that back, and then let's go ahead and round this, imagining your elbows can touch. So let's inhale and open, exhale and round. Inhale and open, exhale and round. Inhale and open, exhale and round. Inhale and open. And then just bring that spine to neutral as you exhale. Let's open up those arms and then reach our arms up again. So reaching our fingers up towards the sky. Let's walk our legs over to the right. And now let's go and take our hands to the top of the back of our chair. My very favorite. This is such a good stretch. Using the leverage of the back of the seat of your chair to spinal twist yourself right here. So you can twist as deep into this as feels good for you. You don't have to over twist, but maybe you're even going comfortably and comfortable here. Let's do deep breath. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Woo. Good, reach those arms back up. Let's walk our legs back to center. And now let's go and walk those legs over to the left. Hands again, to the top of the back of the seat of the chair and use that leverage to spinal twist that here. Oh. And let's breathe. Breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Wonderful. Yeah. That's good. Reach that back up. Bring it back to center. And as our arms are lifted, let's give ourselves a nice dive down and over. So we've got that seated forward fold right here, placing our blocks wherever we want them. If you need a pillow or a blanket between your belly and thighs, then feel free to grab that and use that, because we're going to go into our seated sun salutations in just a moment. We've got this nice forward fold. Let's go ahead and inhale and sweep this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Having those blocks where we want them. If you're using blocks, let's inhale, lengthen through our spine. Nice long arms, nice long spine. And then exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen through our spine, through our arms. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Ooh. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this lengthening here. So hold that. Let's press our right hand into our block. And let's spinal twist over to the left. Now, your arm may not be able to go up. You can have your hand on your lowest rib, on your waist, or you can have your arm out to the side. Just wherever, again, that mobility, shoulder mobility is going to let you go in this seated open arm spinal twist, and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then let's go ahead and release that and relax. Relax that here for a moment. Inhale and lengthen through those arms. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this lengthening here. Take our left hand, press that into block, and let's twist open with the right. Now, if you trying to work on getting the same amount of mobility on both sides of the body. So if you had your hand on your waist or your rib cage, go ahead and go there with this side. Or if you were able to lift that arm up on the other side, try and lift it up on this side, maybe even to that same height. I know for sure this one does not go as high as the other one, but I'm working on it. That's the importance of this. That's the importance of yoga, is getting that flexibility and mobility on both sides of the body. Good, go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's press that right hand back into that right block. Maybe you can get a little bit more rotation as you lift that left arm, and let's breathe it here. Inhale. Yeah, this side is much more. My shoulder is able to open much more on this side. It's good to recognize those things about your own body so that you know that maybe like, oh, that's why I might be having pain on this other side, or an impingement or something like that. Just to recognize those things, have that in mind, and know that as you are doing this practice, you're working on strengthening both sides of the body equally. Go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen, and let's take it to the other side. So left hand stays on that block, right arm opens. Ooh, yeah, maybe a little bit more mobility there, or not, just depending. Listen to your body. This is your practice, and breathe. And then release that. Good, and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Let's keep ourselves right here. Hands are to heart. I'm scooting myself a little bit forward so I can get a really good hinge twist here. Sitting ourselves up tall. Let's inhale it deeply. As we exhale, let's hinge this forward and do a nice spinal twist here, pressing our palms together. So we've got that really good spinal twist. And maybe if your torso is twisting enough, get a big yawn there. Maybe you're able to look up at the ceiling. So you're almost getting an inversion here. You're like on the border of an inversion. That head, maybe it's lower than the heart, maybe not. We've got this nice seated spinal twist here. Good, breathing it deeply, inhaling, exhaling. And bring this back to center. Good, inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Sit ourselves up tall again. So lengthen up through that spine. We're going to twist to the other side now. Let's inhale it deeply. And exhale, hinge and twist. Twisting to that other side. And again, maybe you're able to get a little bit of an inversion, that head being lower than the heart. Maybe you're able to look up towards the ceiling. Maybe not. Listening to your body, to your practice. Every day is different. And breathe. So many factors go into how things are different in our bodies. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. And let's go and bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep arms up. And then release our arms to our sides. Good. All right, lower body time. So legs. All right, we're going to go into one of our most challenging poses of the practice, chair yoga or regular yoga. It's that staff pose. We're flexing through our legs, flexing through our feet, reaching up through our arms. We've got this nice staff pose here. Let's do 3 breaths. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And one more time, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Let's release those arms down, and you could be holding onto that chair or hands to thighs, whatever works best for you. And let's go and do a hamstring curl and a leg extension. Keep our feet flexed. So let's curl this in and extend that out. That's 8. Curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in. We're going to hold our next extension and hold. Good. Point our toes, flex our feet. 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 Point our toes and flex those feet. Good. Release that left leg, scoot ourselves forward. We've got a single leg boat right here, or a modified boat. And let's breathe it 3 breaths. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Wonderful. Good. We can scoot ourselves back to the back of our chair now. Bring our right leg in. Give that right leg a nice big hug. Hug that in, hug that in. Let's wrap that left arm around that right leg and let's go ahead and twist. Twist to the right. Very nice. Good, and then let's go ahead and twist to the left. Oh, yeah. Breathing it here. Good. Hug that again. All right, piriformis time, so figure 4. Let's go ahead and take that ankle or that foot, place it onto that thigh. Now maybe on the front of your thigh, maybe you're able to work your leg towards the back a little bit. But if your hips are tight like mine, it doesn't matter. It's just so tight. Sit ourselves up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and find that hinge first. So find where your hinge is going to be at today when we add in that breath and that movement. So we're going right to that place before we lose our alignment, which means before your shoulders start to round. Because once those shoulders start to round, it takes it right out of the stretch that we're trying to get in our backs and in our hip flexors, and it goes right up into the neck. So we want to make sure that we're leading with the chest and hinging this forward. Oh. All right, so let's sit up against the back of the chair, sit up tall. We'll add in that breath and that movement. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale and hinge, lead with the chest. Oh, and the chin. That helps out too. If you kind of lead with your chin first, that can be very helpful. Especially if you're like me, where you're super duper tight because you've been hiking for 2 weeks. And your shoulders just want to round, lead with that chin. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. And let's set ourselves up tall. Inhale it deeply. And exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Wonderful. Good. Very nice. All right, let's take it into half shoelace. So let's go and take that heel right over to the left corner of the chair. Let's wrap that left arm back around that right leg again, and let's twist it to the right again. So now we get an even deeper stretch in that hip joint, in that IT band, in that glute. That's definitely where I'm feeling it today. I'm definitely feeling it in that glute and IT band. And breathe. And then twist it towards the other side. So twisting it to the left. Good, and then bring that back to center. Give yourself a nice big hug again. Very nice, and we can release that and shake that out. Scoot ourselves forward because we got our staff pose again, because we're gonna do the other side now. So let's lengthen through our legs, reach up through our arms. We've got 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply, and exhale it out. Big deep inhale, and exhale it out. One more time, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, we can release that down. Curl and extend. Let's go for 8. So bring this in for that curl and extend. There's 8. Curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in And extend, there's 4, curl this in. And extend, there's 3, curl this in. And extend, there's 2, we got 1 more, curl this in. We're gonna hold our extension, good, point those toes, flex those feet. Point those toes, flex those feet, point those toes, flex those feet, point those toes and flex those feet, good. Release our right leg, scoot ourselves forward. We got both toes on this other side. 3 breaths here, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good. Can release that, scoot ourselves back. Hug that leg in. Oh, that feels good. Give that a nice big hug. Let's wrap that right arm around that left leg, twisting to the left. Good, and let's go and twist to the other side, so twisting to the right. Ooh. Very nice, back to center. All right, piriformis on this side. Taking that ankle or that foot to that thigh. Find your hinge, so you have a moment or two to find where your hinge is going to be at today. Ooh, before we add in that breath and movement. Let's get that nice hinge right there at the hip. Remembering to keep that chest open, try not to round our shoulders. Good, up nice and tall. Let's inhale it deeply here. As we exhale, let's go ahead and hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Good, maybe you hold this hinge here for just a little bit longer. Good, good. And let's bring this back to center. Let's go ahead and take that foot to the corner, right corner. Let's wrap that right arm back around that left leg. Ooh, yeah. IT band, glute, hip joint, all of that nice stretching going on there. And this little twist to the left and breathe. And then let's go and twist it the other way. Good. Ooh. And bring this back to center. Very nice, hug that. And now we get to do some lateral stretching. So let's move ourselves over to the left side of our chair. Let's go ahead and I need to move my chair up. Let's go into our crescent, our supported crescent. So we're taking ourselves to the left side of our chair. We've got our right leg supported up on that chair. Let's take our left leg behind us so that we have a supported crescent pose. We've got our back heel lifted. We've got our nice long leg behind us. We've got that nice bent leg in front of us. Ooh, let's reach up. I love this supported crescent. The supported lunge is basically kind of what it is. With that back heel lifted, very nice. Let's take that right hand, drop that right hand to the right side of the chair, and let's reach this over. So now we get that lateral stretch from our fingers, moving down the front, our chest, through our abs, through our hip flexor, through that quadricep, all the way back to that calf. The front of that shin, the Achilles tendon, getting all of that stuff. So reaching right there. Oh, that's good. And then we're just gonna kind of windmill ourselves, just twist ourselves a little bit. You can take that front hand onto thigh or hands onto waist. It's a nice twist here. and maybe your neck mobility, maybe you're able to look behind you at your calf, or maybe just to the side. So just checking in with that neck as well here in this nice twisting movement, and breathe. Good. Let's bring this back to center, and now let's go ahead and give that right leg the whole chair. Let's take our left leg off to the side. So now we get a real lateral stretch. So let's reach up through those arms center here, almost like that gate pose that we do in our traditional yoga. And you can have your toes to the front, to the side, inwards, whatever feels best for your ankle here. If you're working on ankle mobility and strength, then I challenge you to maybe take your foot and try and move it inwards. Try and move your toes inwards or outwards, whatever is like the hardest for you. So you've got a few moments here where you can work on that. Let's go ahead and take that right hand back down to the right side of the chair, and let's reach over again. So a nice long lengthening from our fingers down to our foot, down to our heel. And breathing, remembering to breathe. Let's go ahead and windmill this arm to the thigh, reach the other arm over, and breathe. Good, and now we get to go into that supported pigeon. So we get to turn ourselves towards the seat of the chair. Just like with our crescent, we've got that back leg nice and long and our heel stays lifted. Let's reach up through this. I love this one because it's fully like that front leg is just lifted and supported by that chair. It's such a good hip stretch, glute stretch. Good, and let's go ahead and forward fold it here. So your first modification is on the hands. Second modification is elbows. Next modification is folded all the way forward. I like to use a block because I don't go all the way forward. Because I like the support of the block because my hip's so tight. But if you can get your hands all the way down, then go for that and breathe. Remember to keep that back leg active and engaged. Don't let it just fall asleep. Don't let that knee just bend, fall asleep. Keep that leg nice and lengthened. And let's reach back up through this, lift up through that. Nice lengthening. And release that. Good, now we're gonna move into our warriors, do some warriors on the side. So right leg stays in that nice bent. We take that leg off to the side, back leg is back behind us. Find our nice proud warrior legs and proud warrior arms. So warrior two arms, warrior two legs. Supported warrior right here. Relax that face, but everything else is working. So strong legs, strong torso, strong chest, strong arms, strong neck. Face is relaxed. Good, let's drop that back arm. Take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach and breathe. From this peaceful warrior, let's go ahead, a reverse warrior. Let's take ourselves into our side angle. So take that arm right there to the thigh. Other arm comes over, bicep just right there on either your temple or by your ear. Lengthening through that. We're trying to keep that chest and belly open towards the sky. Trying not to roll that closed. Want to keep that open. Very nice, and breathe. And bring this back up, proud warrior. And release that. Good. Very nice. Woo! Let's do everything we just did on the other side. Let's take ourselves over to the right. Take that left leg, or right leg. Yes, left leg is on the chair, right leg goes behind us. Yeah, into that supported crescent. This side is much tighter. Let's reach up through this into this nice crescent right here. Lengthen up through that and breathe. So strong. Good, let's drop that left hand to the left side of the chair, reach this over. So we have a nice start of that lateral stretch. Feel that from the fingers, moving through the abdominals, through that hip flexor, through that quad, through the back of the leg. Reaching that over. And then let's go ahead and twist that. Nice little twist here. Or rotation. And breathe. And the same thing on this side. If you were able to rotate your neck enough to look back at your calf, try and work on this side too. Or if you do squirts, looking straight ahead. But working on that neck flexibility, mobility. Good, and let's bring that back to center. Let's take that left leg, give that left leg the seat of the chair, take the right leg off to the side, reach up through this. And same thing, if you worked on your ankle flexibility or mobility on the other side, try and work on it the same on this side. So maybe you're moving your toe inward, or maybe you're moving your toe outward. Just a few moments where you get to practice through that, where you get to keep working on that ankle strength and mobility. Super helpful for keeping yourself upright. Uneven surfaces, it's helpful to have that ankle strength. Very nice. Let's drop our left hand again to the left side of the chair and let's reach this over. So lengthening from our fingers down to our feet and breathe. Good, let's windmill this and reach this over. Breathing in here. And then let's go ahead and turn this into that supported pigeon. Yay. Lengthening through that back leg. Nice stretching through that front leg. Let's reach up through here. Reach up through those arms. Lengthening up through that. Good, and then let's take this into that forward fold. So you're either on your hands, on those elbows, or all the way forward. Keep that back leg active. And breathe. Very nice, and let's go and reach this back up, reach it through those arms. And then release that. Let's take it into our warriors on this side. So left knee is nice and bent, right leg is straight, strong warrior legs, warrior two legs. Let's lengthen out through our arms. Strong legs, strong torso, strong abs, strong chest, strong arms, strong neck, face is relaxed. Very good, breathe. Let's go ahead and drop that back arm. Take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach up through that. And then from here, let's go ahead and take this into our side angle. Arm goes to thigh, other arm goes over, and breathe. And then bring ourselves back up. Ooh, nice proud warrior. Yes. Good, and then release that. Let's bring ourselves forward. We've got that wide leg. Take our blocks to the inside, and we're gonna do our spinal twist once again. So let's take our right hand to that right block. Spinal twist, wide leg, spinal twist, arm open. Ooh, such a good one. And breathe. And let's inhale and sweep this up. And drop that left hand to left block. Keep that right arm open. And breathe. And sweep this up. And then release that. Good. Let's bring those legs together. And we will begin to do our standing forward fold. So let's inhale and sweep our arms up, lift this up, exhale, dive it down and over, seated forward fold. We've got our feet pressed into the floor, hands on our blocks. Let's go ahead and lift our glutes up off of our chair into our first standing forward fold. My hamstrings are sore, are tight. Good, nice standing forward fold. Wonderful. Let's inhale, flat back, tabletop, look forward. And exhale, release. Good, take a seat back in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Feet are pressed into the floor. Let's lift our glutes up off the chair, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Take a seat back in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Lift our glutes up off of that chair, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Take a seat back in that chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Lift our glutes up off the chair. Good, so we've got a nice standing forward fold here. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Keep ourselves in our standing forward fold. Inhale, sweep our arms up. So we've got a nice mountain. So tall mountain. And then let's exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Tall mountain. Let's cactus those arms back in an exhale. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Cactus our arms back. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. One more time like that. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Let's exhale, cactus those arms. And then release that. Very nice. Shake that out. Good. Let's go ahead and move our chair to where we want it. We're going to go down on the floor for our modified shoulder stand. And then go ahead and have your strap close to you too, because we're going to do some leg stretching with the strap, and have your blocks, whatever you need for final relaxation, whatever you need for support for your shoulder stand, for all of that. So grabbing those things, having them within arm's distance on the floor. So let's go ahead and take ourselves down onto the floor. We are very close to our chair because we're going to take our legs up onto our chair. If you need more support for your legs, then scoot yourself up against your wall and have your legs supported against the wall. Otherwise, you've got your legs up on the chair. Oh, that feels good. Let's go ahead and take that block or your stack of books or your stiff pillows or stack of blankets, whatever you use for support underneath your sacrum, underneath your low back. Let's go ahead and take that underneath for our support, for our shoulder stand, for our inversion. where our legs are above our heart. Let's have our palms facing out or up so that our shoulders are open. And then let's go ahead and lift those legs up. So legs are lifted. We are in this nice inversion. Legs are above the heart. You can point and flex the toes, or you can be in full stillness here. Or you can be working on flexibility, letting gravity do some of the work here, taking those legs out, but breathing and enjoying this inversion. Enjoying the legs being above the head, above the heart. Not forgetting to breathe. I know sometimes pointing and flexing those feet can be very helpful too, or rotating those ankles. Or alternating. Or even sometimes it feels really good just to have to bring your arms above so you're in like a full dead bug here. So whatever feels best for you, this is your time. Your time to enjoy the inversion. Good, let's go ahead and release one leg, release the other leg. Very nice. Let's take our right ankle, place it onto our left thigh. Go ahead and press that inner thigh away with that right hand. So pressing that right inner thigh away. Getting another piriformis stretch here. Or figure four stretch, or hip flexor stretch, hip and glute stretch. And then let's go ahead and release that. Good, let's take it to the other side. Ankle to thigh, and let's press that away. And then release that. Good, very nice. All right, we can take that block out from underneath us. We go and scoot that chair. Grab your strap and let's lengthen back through this. So let's go ahead and take that strap around our right foot. So strap's gonna go around that right foot. Let's lengthen through our left leg. Pull, whoa, pull that right knee into your chest. Give that a big hug. We've got that strap around that right foot. Let's go ahead and press our right foot towards the ceiling. Use that strap to pull that leg towards you. Very nice. Good, nice long leg on both sides. So that left leg is long, that right leg is long. Let's keep our strap in our left hand so that we can drop that leg across the body into a deep spinal twist here. So go ahead and cross that. Arm is out into a T, so that opposite arm. Right arm is out into a T, and maybe you're able to look over to the right. Goodness gracious. The glutes are very tight. Very nice. And breathe. Breathe deeply here, especially if you are feeling like your whole body's tightening up and you want to breathe shallow. That's where you really need to be breathing deeply, because that means that will help you release any of that tightness and tension. It'll help open up that tightness. Very nice. Good. Let's go ahead and bring our leg back to center. Pull that towards you. And then let's release that. Let's take our strap around the other foot, so around that left foot. And so our right leg is now going to be straight on the floor. Left knee into the chest. Hug that in, pull. Wow. And let's go ahead and press up through that heel to the ceiling. Pull that leg towards us. Wonderful. Let's keep that strap in our right hand and let's go ahead and drop this across, deep twist on our right. Oh my goodness. Take that left arm out. If it's available to you, look to the left. So tight. And breathe. Breathing deeply, remembering, trying not to breathe shallow. Go the opposite of what you want to do, so breathe deeply. And let's bring that leg back to center. Pull that leg in. Bend at the other leg. Release that. And let's move into a final relaxation. You deserve it. So let's lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room. Grab your eye pillow if you use an eye pillow or regular pillow or blanket, whatever you use. Grab that. Put the eye pillow over your eyes. And then let's go ahead and reach through our arms towards one end of the room. Reach through those feet, through those toes, towards the other. And a really long stretch here. Lengthen through that. Maybe that low back is able to lift up off the ground. Let's inhale it deeply here. And with an exhale, allow yourself to sink, to settle. Let those feet just naturally fall open. Arms are open off to the side. And breathe. Still relaxing. Let's go ahead and bend our knees. Maybe tuck that tailbone under if that feels okay for you, to flatten that low back into the floor. And then let's go ahead and drop both of our knees over to your most comfortable side. Take yourself onto your side for a few breaths here. And nice and slow, let's begin to bring ourselves up into a seated pose that feels supportive and strong for you. So maybe you're sitting in a kneeling pose, maybe you're in a simple cross leg, maybe you're back in the chair, maybe you're on a couch, wherever it feels most comfortable, most supportive for you. Sitting ourselves up tall, lengthening up through our spine. Let's inhale and sweep those arms up. Bring our palms together and exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Good, lift that head center, take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply and exhale. And one more time, big deep inhale. And a big cleansing exhale. And wonderful job. Thank you for joining me in the practice today. Have a blessed rest of your day. We'll